You can.
Yeah. Now I opened a program, and there's a real computer up in front, and in the back there's an action program. And before, when I was calling you, and we were discussing that could we make dinosaurs.
Yes.
I can show that the same stuff here, and maybe I look. This should be sorry, I went to wrong. It's loading now, but in the first place there was a T-Rex. I'm loading a T-Rex, and I take a T-Rex model. Okay, and it's the T-Rex is right here. Here's my computer, and the T-Rex is up in the air. I can take the T-Rex and move it to a different place. Maybe I put it in the ground. Okay. Nice kitty. It's a very nice T-Rex, and it won't mind my colleague.
Can see it.
He can see it, but I can make it move. It's animated.
Okay.
Okay, start moving. Bye.
Oh my!
And there's a bigger T-Rex too.
Oh.
And these creatures, I make them disappear. Okay, now they are gone. So this is augmented reality, and you are seeing what I'm seeing, and this computer is adding content to displays. And later, when we discuss that, maybe because you have that awesome place there, science park for dinosaurs,
Right.
you can make 3D models from those ancient creatures and put them somewhere. You can animate them, but for example, if you want put houses and stuff like that, everything it's 3D model. You could put it live somewhere, and actually content. The youngest people who have made content to these classes are primary school. Students that can make Minecraft, can 3D model, and I can bring those 3D models to these classes. And for example, in Singapore, in the educator exchange event, the houses I demonstrated, they were made by students like 10 years or 11 years. And the funny thing is that if I put a house in the floor, you can go inside the house, and other people look a bit weird at what you are doing. And like here, I was petting the dinosaur. Jukka wasn't seeing that, but actually he was seeing the computer screen now, and he realized what it is. So places like lobbies or school gymnasiums or stuff like that, they are places where you can create art fairs or very different stuff. So this is the augmented reality we are using. And one practical use is that if we are demonstrating a work, the students can come from different places like you to explore what I'm doing. And actually it is possible for you to put markers or screen sharing to my view. So if you are teaching me to fix something, then it's possible from India to help people in Finland. and from Finnish people, it's possible to help people in India do stuff. And maybe we show you the virtual reality.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, and the gear we are using, there is, if I change the webcam, I'll put this here. Yes, it's HTC Vive glasses. So this is virtual reality, and Jukka will show us how to do 3D modeling with such devices. And yeah. And up here, you are seeing Jukka going to virtual reality.
Oh.
Bye, Jukka. How you are doing? Yeah. And actually, he's a quite amazing 3D modeler. There are some 3D models he's been doing. I'll show you a moon city, and this is a game character, and stuff from Warcraft. So this is made in our school.
Oh.
So Jukka is now modeling yeah, we can see it, and it's a.
I mean, I don't see what you see right now. So.
Yeah. Siinä on nyt se puu ja alus. Se on ihan hyvin asetettu. It's an maybe a park.
I don't know.
The artist doesn't tell us what is coming, but he's been putting some texts about it, and if Jukka is turning around, the picture is at the same place, and Jukka can interact with the model. He can make it bigger, make it smaller, like that. He's turning it so the dimensions in the virtual reality can be scaled, like in CAD program. And we think that one thing you can learn with this is definitely 3D modeling. And if you are doing 3D modeling, you can learn 3D printing, designing, architecture, stuff like that. And when we tried this with the young kids, we found that the kids are thinking in 3D already. So this is very natural way for them. In CAD programs, it's quite hard for the students to project their ideas to 2D surfaces. Adults are good because they have gone to school. They are thinking mainly in 2D, but adults are really bad making that 3D modeling. But if you are taking a kindergarten kid, she or he, they will be doing this at the same moment, because nobody has been telling them that this is difficult. Actually, it's very easy for them, and
Pekka, can you share some examples related to the science? How can we use this technology in the classroom while teaching concept based on science, or maybe the physics or chemistry? Look, how we can do that experiments virtually? Is it possible? Chemical reactions, we actually do the chemical reaction in the laboratories, but is it possible to do these chemical reactions or the experiments virtually using this technology?
Actually, I don't have access to. I sent you sometime a link where there's a real laboratory.
Right, right.
You can interact with these classes.
I know it, but I want you to share those experiences with these teachers. I know it is, but can you share the?
I was thinking that Jukka, saadaanko me työpöydän jakamista? Ihan vaan sellainen. Okay.
सायन्स इंटरनल बॉडी स्ट्रक्चर जे आहे ते त्यांना शिकवून दाखवलं की कशा पद्धतीने तू शिकू शकतो ते मला खूप छान वाटतं म्हणून मी त्याला म्हटलं की तू ते आता तुम्हाला दाखवतो तुमचं असं की तुम्ही जे कन्सेप्ट असतात सांगताच येत नाही कसं आतमध्ये असतं बॉडी स्ट्रक्चर त्याने खूप चांगल्या पद्धतीने या टेक्नॉलॉजी वापर करून तू शिकवतो त्यांनी काही वेबसाईटचे लिंक्स मला शेअर केले होते आणि तिथून ते त्यांना दाखवत होतं सेम मी त्याला आता रिक्वेस्ट करतो की तू ते आता दाखवू शकतो पण 3D मॉडेलिंग किंवा 3D प्रिंटिंग इज नॉट आवर पार्ट तुमच्या करिक्युलममध्ये नेहमी नसेल पण केमिस्ट्रीच्या किंवा फिजिक्सच्या लोकांना ती खूप चांगली टेक्नॉलॉजी आहे की तुम्ही क्लासरूममध्ये मग वापरू शकता.
Okay, I found you an example. I let Jukka draw the modeling at the background, but here there's an example of University of Eastern Finland, and they are making a smart lab. It's a project with where you can interact a real lab with HoloLenses. So, like Jukka is in a virtual world, when you are putting those HoloLenses, you will see the virtual model of the lab. But actually, you can interact. There must be photos. It's not this a little moment. Okay, I have to. I don't find those images now, but that example, they are researching how light is going through prisons and stuff like that. And actually, in virtual reality, they have made switches and dials and buttons and cameras, so you can test a virtual environment in Joensuu University. And I think that universities across the world can lease time from that university, and they can make tests in virtual environment. For the chemistry teaching, I've been seeing virtual reality sets with stuff like Jukka is doing, but we don't have a chemistry teaching at that scale in our school, so we don't have that kind of stuff. But actually, what we are doing, we are teaching mechanics, and that I can show you in our web pages. Here, there's an Instagram, and there are photos of the real learning environment, what can be learned. And one example is down here in the past. these. This guy here, he works at the Ponce company, and he's educating, repairing heavy machinery. In Finland, there are a lot of forests, and we are cutting the trees and making furniture or paper or stuff like that. But they are really, really big machines, and they are really expensive, like €500,000 or dollars. And they are educating, repairing with these kind of devices. And actually, they are the same. If you are looking at Jukka, it's the same year. And actually, this picture is from our school. But I can't show this software to you. But if you visit, maybe you can test it. One other thing we can teach in virtual reality is welding. And actually, these devices here, there's a virtual glasses, and this piece here, it's up here. It's plastic, so you can learn to weld different materials like aluminium or titanium or anything, and learn to weld with stuff like that. And actually, it's saving materials because metal is expensive for just practices. And they are the youngest students we have been trying to educate. We have a kindergarten next to us, and those kids here are learning to 3D modeling. And their age is 3. So 5. They are 5 years old, and they were designing the schoolyard of their kindergarten. So I think it gives new ideas who can learn and when and what kind of stuff. And actually, you saw a couple of minutes ago students walking around here. The school day has been ending, but the students are thinking that can we test the virtual classes, and we want to make some models or play some games or print their own stuff. I think this is giving a spark to the learning, because you can make amazing things, and naturally students want to make really really amazing stuff.
Okay, तुमच्यापैकी कुणाला प्रश्न असेल तर Yes, कुणाला विचारायचं? Anything about Finland education किंवा हे कसं वापरतात? Anything किंवा शेअर करा तुमचं एक्सपिरियन्स कसं वाटलं? One of the teachers want to ask you questions.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, I'm Deepak. I want to ask one question.
Yeah.
Which type of teacher education is there in Finland?
Sorry.
Teacher training.
Teacher training.
Yeah.
Teachers are trained in polytechnic and in university, and
Yeah.
And our teachers are teach in polytechnic school, and actually they are teaching for new teachers this kind of technology, and we have projects with universities and polytechnic schools, and this technology is definitely coming in use in many levels, but universities in Finland are really interested about this technology because there's no research. Technology is so new that we need scientists to test, can we learn better with this technology? I believe that we can learn, but I'm not a scientist. I'm just an engineer. and I don't do research. I just do.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone? Other way? No? Okay, thank you so much for your time, and they all have enjoyed this session. Yes. One more question, please.
Hello, sir.
Hello?
My name is Rishikesh, and I just want to ask a question: how we can use this HoloLenses? Means, suppose if I want to show any type of a computer program, so can we require any type of a software pre-installed in that particular HoloLens, or it directly support that HoloLens, that particular software? Is any type of a software? Suppose I want to show any program, so can we require any pre-installed program, or can we installed some programs externally into that HoloLenses?
Actually, it's a Windows,
Okay.
and people were asking how can we transfer models there.
Yes, sir.
The answer is OneDrive.
Sorry?
OneDrive.
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 Okay.
You go to OneDrive and open the models, and the programs are not desktop versions, but the format is same. If you want to make word processing, you take ordinary Word document and open it in a HoloLens.
Oh,
So the programs for these machines, they are different. They are not PC programs. They are HoloLens programs. For this technology, all are Windows programs. So actually this stuff Jukka is showing, it's in a Steam. It's environment to buy games. So there are two kinds of technology, and Jukka, can you tell me the models if we are opening them in a HoloLenses? What are the models?
With the format.
Format.
FBX.
FBX, and I think it's the same format as the 3D printers use.
It's not because it has pixels and so on.
Okay.
But it's possible to convert them anyway.
Jukka was telling that there are different 3D models, like in Excel or Doc, Word, and this is mainly this stuff. It's good at weaving 3D models. So I guess this is the answer I can give. Yeah.
can we have a close look of what the model is? Close look of what Yuka is doing.
Vähän taaksepäin.
Yes, what Yuka is working on. Can we go close to that?
Okay. Pekka, can we just have a close look at your student? What exactly the models he's being using there?
Can we have a close look?
Or you can show us, come closer and show us what exactly models and what you think.
Sellaisen lukituksen mä otan.
Se lift-kappale, siinä on 3 niitä.
Joo.
Lukon kuvaan, se varmaan lukittu se.
A little moment.
Joo, jos avaat sen, sit sä löydät tästä.
Little
You
moment.
can just click on the screen and drag it.
I drag it bigger. Okay.
I can see the angle, so you have to tell me where.
Taaksepäin puoli metriä.
Joo. Ja nyt.
Ja vielä vähän. Yeah, little. Yes. So he's in virtual reality, but I think the architecture is one good idea if you are making buildings or statues. Now there's a mountain and waterfall and
Right.
He's making,
Doodling basically. I don't know what I was doing.
yeah, quick sketch. But if you are building a statue for some event for Olympics or something like that, the artist can make it very quick real. And
Oh,
and actually, you see now in left hand, Jukka has a tool palette. He's choosing now. He's choosing color,
Okay.
and
no, giving colors.
okay,
Oh,
he's writing.
Hello.
Hello. Yeah. Okay, I think this is
enough, right.
what we can give, and hope you enjoy.
Oh,
Oh.
I've enjoyed a lot, and we still can't believe that this can be how the technology can. Oh my God! We all are a big fan of your students and the models. Thank you so much for your time and the creativity your students are doing there. It's a great
Yeah.
job. We're thankful for your time.
Thank you, and let's be in contact. Yeah, bye.
Goodbye.